Good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF. TGIF. Happy Friday. We've made it to the end of another week, y'all. God is good. Good morning. Good morning. Woo, baby, the forehead. Good morning. Good morning, Miss T. Miller. Happy Friday, TGIF. Good morning, Miss Sunshine. Good morning, Miss Shay. Good morning, y'all. I gotta learn how to sit up. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. TGIF. We made it, y'all. Good morning, Miss Carletta. Good morning, Miss DG. Good morning, Miss Cassandra. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank y'all for being here. Good morning, Miss Janicia. Good morning, Miss Deetra. Good morning, Miss Nisi, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, this will be a good topic as we move through the weekend. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. So happy y'all are here. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Miss Michelle. Happy Friday. Good morning, Miss April. Happy Friday. I'm so glad you're here. You know, as you greet people this weekend, as you see people this weekend, let them know you're happy to see them. Let them know that you are happy. They are there in your presence. I promise you, that'll make somebody feel real good. I know it makes me feel good when people tell me they're happy to see me. Good morning, Miss On an Island. Happy Friday. Good morning, Miss Malika. Well, thank you. Good morning, Miss Nisi, honey. Yes, baby, the forehead is foreheading, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. Yes, feel good Friday. Feel good Friday. I'm so happy you ladies are here this morning with me. Always brightens my day. Sometimes I'll be in the bed and I'll be like, ugh, I'm tell them I'm gonna be late, or I'm gonna just get some extra sleep. But then, like, this is one of the best parts of my day. I just can't. Because you know your girl love to sleep. Good morning, Miss Nikki. Happy Friday. I just can't do it. Like, I look so forward to talking to y'all in the morning. I'll be missing y'all on the weekend. Thank you, Miss Malika. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The good Lord kept me. So hopefully I'll be blessing folks and not stressing folks, okay? Be bless folks, don't stress them, okay? You should be out here blessing folks, not stressing folks. uh, that makes me so happy to hear that, Miss on Island. Thank you, Miss TG. I appreciate it. All right, let's get started. It's day 15, y'all. We are halfway through this devotional. And this devotional has been really, really good, really, really eye-opening. I think this devotional has really helped in giving us things that we can apply in our daily lives, right? Helping us become her. Um, become that feminine woman of faith. At least that's who I am striving to be. So I think that this devotional has been helpful with that. So today is day 15, and we're going to talk about beauty from the inside out, radiating true elegance. Okay. Whenever I think of elegance, I think of Diane. Is her name Diane Carroll? Is it Diane Carroll? I'll be saying names wrong. Good morning, Miss Patricia from when she was on Dynasty. I think a Dynasty period because I just love how the women dressed on there, what they looked like. Like I for some reason I'm in love with like 80s fashion. Dynasty and Dallas and Falcon Crest and all of them. I think Falcon Crest is like early 90s. But the women they just looked so elegant. I don't know why. I just love it, okay? But always makes me think of her. And the Bible verse today is Esther 2:9, and it says, she pleased him and won his favor immediately. Okay. And we are not talking about King Xerxes. We are talking about the eunuch that handled all of the maidens that came in when they were choosing a new queen, and that is Haggai. I'll be saying names wrong. Y'all already know. Good morning, Miss Natarsa. Happy Friday, TGIF. So happy you're here. Haggai, Esther came in and Haggai was pleased. Okay. Well, we'll read that in a minute. Our devotion is Esther's beauty wasn't just external. It was her grace, wisdom, and presence. A truly elegant woman cultivates beauty from the inside out. And we've talked about beauty a couple times in here. Love you too. And thank you for that. Our affirmation is, my radiance comes from within. I reflect God's light. Our action step is practice self-care today, whether that's skincare, a peaceful bath, or joyful movements. Okay, getting up, dancing, something like that. Our journal prompt is, how can you cultivate inner and outer beauty in your life? Okay, so we know that outer beauty, you know, how we show up, that is people's first impression. But also, do people like you? And I don't mean like strangers off the street. Of course, we're not really concerned whether they like us or not. But the people that you come into contact with daily, when you go out into the world and you meet people, are you inviting? Like, or are you standoffish? Do you have your guard up? Like, are you cold instead of welcoming? I remember my husband asking me, Nicole, what would someone you dated say about you? He said, what would your exes say about you? And unfortunately, knowing my exes, good morning, Ms. Natasha, happy Friday. Knowing my exes, what they would say about me is that I was cold. It is just true. I can be cold, and I'm working on that because I am a work in progress, but I don't want to be cold no more, okay? It's not fun being cold. I want to be warm. I want to be inviting, you know? And that's not to say, like, obviously I wasn't cold the whole time, or else I probably wouldn't have a man, but I can be cold, okay? When I get upset, like, I'm shutting down. I don't care who talking to me, you know. And we talked about, you know, doing better with that, right? That we should, even when we're upset with people, treat people in love. That doesn't mean don't have boundaries, right? But we're not out here trying to punish people, because that's not our job to punish grown adults. There are natural consequences, and there's God. As we saw yesterday, he reverses things. He turns things around, right? So our Bible verse is Esther 2:9. I'm going to read two translations. This is the New Living Translation, and it says, Haggai was very impressed with Esther and treated her kindly. He quickly ordered a special menu for her and provided her with beauty treatments. He also signed her 7 maids, specially chosen from the king's palace. Okay, she had the favor, she had the one up, and he moved her and her maids into the best place in the harem. Only the best, right? We've been talking about not just good enough, but the best. Okay, um, she didn't just get good enough. She got the best. She gained favor with this man. So how do you think Esther gained the favor, right? Of course she was beautiful. We've heard about that time and time again. But we know people can be beautiful but be ugly on the inside. They could be cold, right? They don't have that warmth. They don't have that je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying? So Esther probably was very warm. Esther was probably very polite, and this is what I'm assuming. Esther followed directions, and we know that because she was raised by her uncle. Like, her parents were gone. She probably was very appreciative. She probably was very grateful. Are we showing up grateful? Are we showing up with a grateful heart? Are we showing up letting people know we're grateful to have them in our presence? Like we talked about when we first came on. Like, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy you're here, right? Are people liking us? The people that count, the people that we care about. Like, are they truly liking us, right? I think that that's important. I think that we have gotten away from first impressions and, you know, not saying that that should be our focus, right? That how people like us to be liked, right? Because there, of course, going to be things that people don't like about us just because we're Christians, right? Just because we're feminine women of faith, just because we have boundaries, just because we won't let you, treat us a certain type of way, right? However, there's always a way to do that, right? There's always a way to do that with grace and elegance. There are those people that you come into contact with and you're like, she don't play, but she's still cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I had coworkers, there were several women I would be like, oh, she's cool, but you can't play with her like that, right? So, good morning, Miss Giovanna. Happy Friday. We're glad you're here. We can see God making a change in us. We can identify our flaws and want to make a change. Yes, I've identified a lot of flaws since doing this devotion, right? And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful God is molding me, shaping me. I'm a work in progress. I am sharing with y'all my journey to nurture myself, nurture my femininity, connect with God, connect with women, and really become the feminine woman of faith that God has called me to be, to line up with his will for my life, okay? Because I know things will go a lot smoother if I do that, right? And I love God. I love him for everything that he has done for me, right? And when you love someone, you want to show up for them well, right? You don't want to show up for them crazy. That's not how I want to represent my father. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a work in progress. Y'all know I'm not perfect. Y'all know I'm not a Bible teacher, Bible scholar. Any of those things I am learning right here along with y'all. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be learning this, right? So I wanted to also read the Message version. It says, oh God, what is this? It says, Haggai liked Esther, okay, and took a special interest in her. Right off, he started her beauty treatments. He did not wait, okay? He didn't play with her. He started her beauty treatments. He ordered her special food, assigned her who needs 7 maids, right? 7 personal maids from the palace, and put her and her maids in the best room in the harem. He gave her the best, right? Because she presented herself beautifully inside, outside, and inside, right? She came to him. She was probably very humble. She didn't come in there because I'm pretty sure there were, there's some classism going on. So I'm pretty sure that there were some women that came in there. Maybe they were related to some nobility, and they, how some people come in and they think they run everything, and you need to bow down to them. I'm pretty sure there were some ladies like that, right? But Esther came in very humble. She listened. She listened. She listened. And that's for me, not for y'all. Okay. She listened, right? She took his suggestions. She took his advice, right? That's a lot of things. One thing I told y'all before, a man loves for you to do is listen to him, and also to take his suggestions, to take his direction, to take his advice. They love that, okay? They absolutely love that. My husband loves when I come to him and I be like, you know what, I should have listened to you. That lights up his day, okay? It lights up his day. Good morning, Miss Andrea. Happy Friday. So, are you listening? Are you taking in what people say? Are you considering them? Are you being considerate, thoughtful? Those type of things in conversation, in movement, and all of those things. Are you, what I want you to remember, or what I like to remember, you can remember which one, but what I like to remember really that has stood out to me as we have been studying is to be inviting. And that don't mean like, inviting stranger danger. I'm not talking about that. But to the people in our lives, are we inviting to them, right? Are we inviting them in, or are we getting on their nerves? You know what I'm saying? That's like opposites to me. Same, Miss Cassandra, same. Cause your girl don't be wanting to listen sometimes. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm working, Lord. I'm a work in progress. So, how can a feminine woman of faith radiate true elegance, right? Through a graceful heart. Grace has been showing up a lot. Let me write that down because I'll get another pen. Let me write down grace. Because obviously that's something I truly need to study. Grace. I need to dive deep into that word. Good morning, Miss My Therapy is Planning. Happy Friday. Grace. Because that's been showing up a lot in our devotional, right? Through a graceful heart, a refined presence, and devotion to God. That is how you can radiate true elegance. A graceful heart, refined presence, right? You are not out here being crazy, girl, right? You ain't out here wild and out. You are refined, okay? And devotion to God. Elegance isn't just about appearance, it's about the way we carry ourselves. We speak and we live with intention, okay? The intention to show up as God's daughter, the king's daughter, right? We're royalty and we walk that way. Happy Friday. How can you embody faith-filled elegance, okay? So we can cultivate inner elegance and we can cultivate that graceful spirit and heart by prioritizing inner beauty over outward appearance. There are those people that may not be the prettiest, right? And I'm not saying that to say anyone's ugly, or I hate saying that about people, but maybe they ain't winning the beauty contest, okay? Man, woman, don't matter, right? But they're so sweet. They're so kind. Like, you wouldn't let nobody talk about them. Like, don't come for her. She's the sweetest, right? She's the kindest, right? She's so nice, right? She treats everyone so well. She dresses well. All of those things. Thank you. All of those things, right? That's what cultivating our inner beauty is. That's what prioritizing our inner beauty is. How are we showing up, right? Are we being inviting? Proverbs 31:30 says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Listen, we ain't gonna look this way forever. They say black don't crack, but it crack a little bit, okay? Your girl's getting wrinkles under the eyes and things like that. And I approach them with gratefulness because I'm happy to be here, right? But I don't look, I would like to think I look better than I looked when I was younger, but I don't have necessarily, I think I have a youthfulness to me, but that's because I have a youthful spirit. Let's just say it like that. I believe I have a very youthful spirit. True elegance begins in the heart. When a woman rests in God's love, she glows differently. I love that. Are you resting in what God says about you? Are you resting in his love? And we know his love is so good. It's the best that you can get. And knowing that, does it make you smile? Does it put that smile on your face? Can people see a glow in you because you love the Lord and you know that he loves you? Like really think about that. Practice self-reflection, prayer, and gratitude. That is how you cultivate a peaceful and joyful spirit. Like every day I wake up, I am so grateful. No matter, my grandson, he's getting to the point where he's getting he's getting to be a little handful, and it's a lot sometimes. I'm not used to having a little child. My youngest is 15, right? But I love it. I'm so grateful to be his grandmother and to be here and to be able to share in all of his moments. And then I'm just grateful for the place that I'm in. Y'all know my husband works out of town, but I'm still not alone. Like my father-in-law, he's my partner. It's so funny, he was asking me about the devotion yesterday. He was like, man, it seems like y'all are having a really good time. He was like, how many women, are on your devotion? Like he was asking me questions about it. And I was like, oh, da 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 da. I was like, and I see the women, and he was like, you're doing a really good job. Like, I am grateful for these people in my life. Like yesterday, when I couldn't pick up Riley from school, he goes and picks her up from school, right? And she wants to start walking to school. She has this thing because she's in high school now, and she sees the other kids walk. But there is like a busy main street, so you have to be careful crossing that street. And my father-in-law is like, I'll walk with her in the morning. He was like, when we get to the street, he said, I'm not going to walk with her to the school so she won't be embarrassed. He said, but we can walk down the street. And he said, she don't got to walk next to me. I'll just make sure I can see her and she can cross the street. Like, I really have that type of support system and that help. And I am so grateful. My father-in-law loves Eisen. When Eisen comes, he's in the morning. Oh, we're going to play. And like, I really am grateful for my life. From my heart is grateful. Oh, I love that song. Thank you for that reminder, Miss Natarsa. I got to play that on my walk today. When I leave here, I'm going to go on a walk. I feel you. My grandbaby is 2 and gives me a run. Baby, he ain't even 1 yet. And yesterday, I could see him standing and trying to take steps. So he is going to be walking soon, and I know he is going to be into everything. But I love it. I get to be here and witness that and see that, and this is what I pray for, okay? So I am so grateful. So think about those things. Like, reflect. Am I grateful for my life? Because let me tell you something, it can always be worse. It can always be worse. So let that give you peace, knowing God's love and that you are here and that you get to live life. No matter what you think the circumstances are, they can always be worse. Especially if you here, believe me, it can always be worse. Y'all know what the opposite of being here is. It is the sweetest. It is the sweetest. Thank you. Thank you. So the next thing is speak with grace and kindness, okay? Kindness. We don't really have to be nice. Nice is what we should be striving. What we should really be striving to do is to be kind. Nice kind of makes people think, oh, she's a nice girl. Nice has somewhat of a negative connotation. It's kind of like you can run over that person. And you certainly can't run over the king's daughter. You can't run over royalty, right? But we can be kind, okay? We can be kind in our speech, in our gestures, in our movements. We can be kind. Proverbs 16:24 says, gracious words are a honeycomb. Honey, baby, not vinegar, honey. Are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Baby, if y'all don't remember a verse today, remember that one. Gracious words are a honeycomb. Are you showing up with honey? Are you luring with honey? I don't know if you ever heard that, but lure with honey, okay? And I don't mean that like like in a manipulative way. Like if you're trying to get someone to come to your side of thinking, right? You're trying to persuade someone. It is always better to persuade them with honey than vinegar. It is always better to be kind, to be nice, to be inviting. That makes people want to come to your side rather than trying to force them, be aggressive, talk to them crazy, stuff like I don't want to go with you. I don't want to fool with you if that's how you act. If you act a fool, baby, if you are about that drama, I am going in the opposite direction, right? But I want to come to your side. If you are sweet, if you are kind, I'll do anything. Yeah, sure, I'll do that for you. And that is how we want people to look at us, right? This one right here, this one for me, okay? Because I be gossiping, not about people I know, about the, I be gossiping about the celebrities. I be like, ooh, girl. Ooh, I almost said something in my vlog. I tried to post my vlog last night, but YouTube was having problems. So it's scheduled to upload this morning, but I remember something I said on my vlog. But anyway, an elegant woman avoids gossip, speaks with wisdom, and uplifts others. Okay? We have to stop the gossiping. We have to unsubscribe from some of those places that keep that up. Okay? If that's something that we're going to do. Mental note to myself, right? Because, it's interesting, right? It's interesting to think about other people's lives, right? And like I said, it's don't be people I know. It'd be people that are like celebrities. I'd be like, ooh, what do we, Okay, I hear you, God. Avoid gossip. Speak with wisdom. Uplift others. Okay. Master the art of soft, intentional speech. Be slow to speak and quick to listen. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth. 2 ears, 1 mouth. One way that can help you be soft in your speech and be intentional is to be present in the moment, right? Okay, Miss Naturally Reed, thank you for joining us. So happy you were here. Be present in the moment, right? If we are putting our phone down, if we are really taking the time to listen, that is how we can be more intentional when we are having conversations, because we really know what the person is saying because we listen, right? And we can respond accordingly instead of making up in our mind what we think we want to say, what we think that they're saying. Actually listening and understanding what they're saying, right? Walk in soft strength and confidence. And we talked about softness is not a weakness. It is knowing when to be gentle and when to stand firm. It is having discernment, right, in our movements. It is being soft, not hard, right? Because when you are soft, things can bounce off of you, right? Elegance is, and also God can mold you. Elegance is knowing you don't need to prove yourself. Your presence alone speaks volumes. How you show up, right? How you show up, okay? Your presence. Are you showing up as royalty, right? That should speak volumes to people. Again, people should see you and be like, she's a sweet lady. I really like her, but don't play with her. Don't play with Miss McCall, okay? Y'all know them people. Confidence comes from trusting God and knowing you are chosen, loved, and set apart, right? You are chosen, loved, and set apart. He chose you. He chose you to be a part of this world, right? He chose you. You are chosen. No one else has to choose you because God already chose you by allowing you to be here. Whether he allowed you to be born, whether he allows you to walk through your everyday, he allowed you to be here. You are chosen to be here because there are a lot of people that are not, right? You are chosen, you are loved, and you are set apart, right? You are special, okay? And we have to act like that. We are special, right? We're royalty. I really have to remember sometimes that, you know what, that's not how I move anymore. I don't do those things anymore. I don't act like that no more. It's not what I do, right? That is showing up with confidence. I am this new person, whether you like it or not, whether you remember the old Nicole or not, it doesn't matter. My confidence comes from knowing I am chosen, loved, and set apart by God. Mother said that to me growing up. What did she say to you growing up? Yeah, Miss Patrice, me too. I'm gonna do better with that. You are chosen by God, Miss Cassandra. Yes. So that's how to cultivate inner elegance. Tell me what your mom said, Miss Sunshine. Because I be talking. I don't be remembering sometimes. So that is how you cultivate inner confidence. Inner elegance. So how do we radiate outer elegance? Dress with grace and femininity. Wear modest yet stylish clothing that highlights your natural beauty, right? We ain't out here showing everything because it ain't for everybody, because we are chosen, right? We're special, right? So that ain't for everybody to see, okay? That is for particular people in our lives to see. Like, I love being set apart from my husband. I love thinking about, okay, well, he know what's under that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like that. It's not about necessarily covering up. It is, but it's about being special for that special person in your life, right? Your girl can't wink. You wear modest yet stylish clothing that highlights your natural beauty, okay? Choose feminine silhouettes, soft fabrics, and timeless colors. Listen, I know everyone loves black. Black is that, power color. But I have challenged myself, and I will stay away from wearing black as much. Because to me, black is not necessarily inviting. Black is not, black doesn't necessarily make me happy, right? Oh, she told you to show. Yes, baby. I love that. I'm glad your mom said that to you. Black doesn't necessarily give me those happy vibes anymore. It gives me like that sexy vibe, that powerful vibe, but that's not how I want to show up. I want to show up and people see me and they're like, "Oh, I love those colors and you look so happy." Oh, I want to show up fun. I want to show up bringing people joy. Last week, I went to the mall. I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm trying to lose some more weight. But I found this dress, y'all. I'm pink. I'm a girl. Yes, I found this dress at Abercrombie. It was really good quality. It had lining, all of these things. It was white and it had cherries. Okay, I absolutely love the cherry Coach line. I'm trying to decide which one I want to get because I'm getting one for myself for my birthday. Okay, whether my husband know it or not. No, it's mine. It had cherries on it, y'all. It was just so cute. I just loved it, and I just was like, "Ooh, look at the little cherries," and like brought me so much joy. That is where I'm going. That is where I'm headed in my wardrobe. Not necessarily black, like all the time. Like, we want to be inviting, right? Keyword. Sometimes black is, I know people love it. I know we love it. It slims us and all of those things. But does it truly make you happy inside when you wear black? Think about that, right? Me too. I'm in love with this cherry phase of fashion. Me too. I'm waiting for the strawberry phase too. You love colors? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank you, Miss April. But yes, like, how is your wardrobe now? Like, it's black or dark colors. Like, I love a chocolate brown now. I do love a chocolate brown. But to me, chocolate brown is just like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's beautiful, but at the same time, to me, it's elegant. And I know that there's a certain elegance that comes with black, but to me, when black is so harsh, okay? Black is so harsh. I love that now in the beauty industry, it's here strawberry. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be looking for some strawberry stuff. Y'all know I'm a strawberry girl. I love in the beauty industry that a lot of people are getting away from black mascara and now they're doing like a dark brown mascara because it just looks, better, right? They're getting away from black eyeliner and it's brown now. I've seen the other day someone says that they're moving away from black tights and now they're doing like a brown tight or a nude tight. Like I love that. I love that we are getting away from that darkness, right? We are to spread light. And sometimes we can't do that in black. Now, sometimes it's necessary for us to wear it. And I'm not saying like you shouldn't wear like a black skirt, but up here, this is your countenance, right? When I was growing up, my mom would be like, how is your countenance? That's your face, right? This top part, right? What are you expressing when people see that? You have on this like black shirt and it's like, are you going to a funeral? Are you a waitress? Like, no shade. I'm not shading no one. That's fine. But like, think about those things when you are choosing your wardrobe. How are you showing up? Are you showing up light, colorful, inviting, fun? Like, do people are drawn in by what you wear? Or are they like, stay away? Anyway, choose feminine silhouettes, soft fabrics, and timeless colors. Elegance is never loud but always noticeable, right? Like with the cherries and the strawberries. You notice that, right? And you're like, oh, that's so fun. You know what I'm saying? That is elegance, not necessarily, oh, she got that black on. She's sexy. So I don't want to necessarily, to me, black women have a natural sexiness, okay? It's just what it is. But I don't want that to exude through everything through my body. Like, that's not what I'm going for. Good morning. It's amazing how strawberry shares things. I know, right? Good morning, Miss Josie Simplified. Okay, Josie Simplified. I love the hearts. I love the hearts. Like, I'm thinking of my logo for Season Soft and Set Apart, and I'm like, I gotta put some hearts in there. I love the hearts. I live in the Virgin Islands, so I'm in summer all year long. I live in colors. Oh, I want to go to the Virgin Islands with sunshine. It is one of my dream destination spots. My husband said he's going to take me. I don't know when. St. Lucia. I want to go to St. Lucia, right? But I want to visit the other islands too. But I had a neighbor when I was married before. We lived in this house and we lived there over 10 years. And my neighbors next door were from St. Lucia, okay? Sweetest people. Love them to the day. In fact, my son said he saw them not too long ago and they gave him a hug. Like, they took care of my youngest two daughters for me because they ran a daycare out of their home. They grew stuff in the backyard. They would always bring us fresh herbs, sugar cane. My babies grew up on sugar cane because of my neighbor. Like, sweetest people. See what I'm saying? Every time I see some heart, I think of you. I love hearts. I absolutely love them, okay? So, elegance is never loud, but always noticeable. Keep accessories delicate and intentional. Pearls, dainty jewelry, elegant handbags, and well-manicured nails, right? I have been loving the press-ons. One of these popped off this morning. I don't know where the girl went. I don't know. I knew it was kind of loose, so I was like, I got to put some stuff on there, but I don't like to pull them up because it kind of hurts. But, baby, I went in there and I popped these on before I came out here this morning. And I was like, let me pop it back on. For me, that is, oh, your parents are from St. Lucia? Aw, like, elegance is different for me. Elegance doesn't necessarily mean designer. I am getting away from, I gotta have designer this, I've gotta have designer that. And I actually talked about that in my blog. Like, if it makes me happy, if it brings me joy, if it makes me feel good about myself, I'm getting it, right? If I'm in the market, right? I am getting that. I am not getting it because it's flashy. I'm not getting it because it says Louis Vuitton. Now, that's not to say I still don't like those things, but that is not why I'm getting it. I'm getting it because I like it, not because I'm trying to flash or prove a point or anything like that. Do I really enjoy this? Does it make me happy? Does it put a smile on my face? When you wear something that you love, that you feel good in, that radiates throughout your whole attitude, right? We know that when you look good, you feel good. It's just what it is, right? You get the compliments coming towards you and all that type of thing, and it's just it's good. You feel good, right? That is where I'm moving towards in my wardrobe. Not necessarily designer. Like there's designer things that I like I said, I want the Coach cherries things because I love that look of the cherries. I think that's fun. I think that's cute. I am that way. I buy what I like, not because it's a trend or trying to impress someone. It's truly what I like. Absolutely. I went to Hobby Lobby because y'all, Easter is my favorite holiday, and so I love decorating for Easter. So I was finding different things, and I found some eggs, some white eggs. I'll show them to y'all. Hold on. I needed something to put on my little coffee bar. So they had these little Easter. It says Easter. It says risen because that's the reason for the season, baby. And then it has spring because it's springtime. Spring is my favorite season. And I was like, those are in the Ray Dunn font. And that's y'all know how people went crazy for Ray Dunn, and now it's like Ray Dunn. I don't care. That's cute. I knew I could pair that with any color. And I probably could keep the spring one after Easter is over. I mean, I'll keep them all. I'll take out the Easter one, but I'll keep Risen and Spring up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it was timeless, and it would go with any color. Like, I didn't care if it was Ray Dunn. I thought it was cute. So, yeah. It's not about the designer. It's not about who likes it. It's not about if it's trending and all that kind of stuff. It's about if I love it and how it makes me feel. Does it bring me joy to my life, right? You love Ray Dunn things? Oh, yeah. I think they're really cute. I have some Ray Dunn mugs in there that I'm never letting go, right? So, keep accessories delicate and intentional. Well manicured nails. I can tell you a pet peeve of every man that I have dated or been with is your nails looking raggedy. They hate when your nail polish is chipped, when your toenail polish is chipped. I don't know. Every man that I have, my ex-husband, he used to hate it. If my daughter would let her nails get chipped, he'd be like, go in there and take that nail polish off right now. My husband is like that. My father-in-law is like that. My ex I date, he was like, for some reason, men love when your nails look nice. Just a tip. Just a tip, okay? They don't care how it gets there either. They don't care if you did it yourself. They don't care if it's, if you don't have any nail polish. As long as your nails are manicured and what you could do a manicure yourself. I do it myself now. And you have lotion on, they ain't ashy. They just want your hands to look nice. I don't know if that's like a thing for them, whatever. But yeah, my dad was kind of like that too. I remember my dad saying, what's going on with your nails a few times growing up. Yeah, they love nails. So just a tip. Anyway, carry yourself with poise and softness. Posture matters. Ooh, let me sit up. I got to work on my posture, y'all. Posture. Thank you, Miss April. I love y'all back. Posture matters. Walk gracefully, stand tall, move with intention. We shouldn't be slouching over. We shouldn't be walking like this, have our head down. Like, stand up tall. Like, you are chosen, loved, and set apart. Why are you slouching? Why do you have your head down, right? We shouldn't have our phone out and we just looking at our phone and da-da-da-da. We better than that, right? We are better than that. My husband is like that too. It gives refined. I'm telling y'all, the men love nice nails. Whether, like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are looking like this. Like, nice manicured hands. That's what they lotion too. That's what they love. And I should put some lotion on. But anyway, yeah, your posture matters. Avoid rushing. We talked about that. Avoid rushing. Slow down and be present. Slow down and be present. We need to practice things and involve ourselves with hobbies that cause us to slow down. And I have something I'm going to be having come out with Season Soft and Set Apart that kind of helps us slow down, but also helps us with our journey in reading the Bible. So look forward to sharing that with y'all in the future. But a lot of things, when I think about what I want to do, it is to slow down. That is why I love to bake, because it causes me to slow down, read the recipe. You have to be precise. You have to make sure that when you put the flour in, you don't just go in there and put the flour like that. Like, you scoop the flour and level it. If I want a brown butter, because now I love brown butter cookies, right? I'm taking my time to brown the butter, and then I have to let it sit up there, because you can't just put it directly in there with the eggs and all of that. You're going to cook the eggs. Like, find things that help you slow down, and that will help you slow down in other aspects of your life. When you are picking a hobby, ladies, and you should definitely have a hobby. In fact, if you don't got one, go get one this weekend. It doesn't matter what it is. Your girl plays with stickers, okay? I played with them all the other day when I didn't have icing. I was in my husband called me and he was like, "You having so much fun playing in your stickers, huh?" I am, and is. It don't matter if it's feeding your inner child, if it's making you happy, if it's bringing you joy. Also, if it's causing you to slow down, find a hobby, right? We need that outlet. I wish I would have had that outlet early on in life, but I didn't think that that was important. It is important. I am telling you now, it is important to feed yourself that joy, okay? So important. Slowing down, regulation, nervous system has reduced my stress personally. It does, Miss Kimber. Welcome. It does. It does. Absolutely. Crafting and planning bring me so much. You know it, girl. You know how I feel about planning. Like, I was literally going through my sticker books. I love this sticker, and, seeing where I could stick stuff, and like, makes me so happy. Like, I love it. Absolutely love it. So find something like that. Find something that causes you to slow down. It's a form of therapy for me. It's my handle. My therapy is funny. I love it. I love it. So avoid rushing. Slow down. Be present. Be present. When you pick a hobby, be present in it. Don't be trying to like rush through it or get it done just to say that you did it. Be present. Enjoy the moment. I told my husband, I'm looking for something for me and the kids to do next week because they're off for spring break. And usually we go do pottery, but I know they're getting tired of pottery, right? They're not me, right? So I was like, we're going to have to find something to do. So my father-in-law was talking about taking them to Main Event. So I was like, well, maybe we'll just all go to Main Event and go bowling and, do something. Even though we're not going out of town, we're planning on taking the kids on a big trip next year. But I love, when I think of doing things with people, I think of creating memories. You will hear my husband tell you all the time, she wants to create a memory. Like, he knows that about me. She wants to create a memory. I used to hate taking pictures. I used to hate taking videos. I love all of those things now. When you get sick, none of that stuff matters, right? None of the material things, the chasing after things, all of those things do not matter. What mattered to me the most was the memories I had with my children. I will never let that go. The memories I have with my family, I will never let that go. That is what's important to me, and that is why it is so important that you be present, okay? That you be present. You are that girl. I need to get me a coloring book and crayons. Oh, yes. Coloring is a thing. Like, I want to come out with a coloring book. I absolutely love coloring. Very important. We need an outlet. We do. We absolutely need an outlet. And we need to holding on, creating those core memories. That's so very, very important. Nicole, do you think that comes with age? Things I used to value or not? Yes, absolutely. Because as we get older, we figure out what we like and what we don't like. My personal opinion, I'm no expert. But we figure out what we like and what we don't like. When we're younger, we're going with the crowd, right? We're thinking, especially nowadays, because there's social media. Back then, we didn't really have social media, so we had to depend on our friends in school and stuff like that. But we were going with the crowd. Now we understand, that's not very important to me. And we're okay with that, right? We don't need the approval of anyone else. We're not trying to impress people. Baby, when you get out here and you have to pay bills and work and take care of kids, you are not worried about other people's approval, right? What do I like? Okay. It was so funny because I was watching something on Threads, and the girl had a video, and she said, "This weekend, I'm going to be in my house enjoying my mortgage." And I was like, "I know that's right, girl." She was in there cooking and doing stuff in her house, and that's life when you get older, right? It's not being out there in the club. Like, I love that we're going to the concert today, but now I'm at the point because I bought those tickets over a month ago, and now I'm like, do I really want to go out in this crowd? I mean, I'm going, and I know once I get there, I'll have fun. But it's just like, we got to go to the parking lot. We got to ride the bus down there because it's too much traffic and it's too high and the parking is too far and too much and all that kind of stuff. And then we got to make sure we get back this time for like all of those things. Like, I'll just be at home. I catch it on the internet, But, that's just how it is when you get older. The stuff that you plan, you don't necessarily look forward to it anymore. You're like, like, I look forward to a vacation. Like, take me out the country, baby. Anyway, make eye contact and smile warmly. An elegant woman radiates warmth and confidence. Listen, don't be cold like me, like I used to be. Don't be a cold person. Don't let people say that about you. I kind of hate that men would say that about me in my life, but it's true. I acknowledge that truth, and now I'm not so much, right? I strive to be warm. Okay, I want people to come into my presence and it feel like a warm hug, right? So radiate warmth and confidence. Make eye contact when you're talking to people. Look them in the eye, smile. Oh, RBF. Y'all know what that means. RBF is out. We don't do the RBF anymore. Okay, resting princess face, not. Yes, creating memories is so important. I'm glad we created them with our children and grandchildren. I get joy listening to them talking about those memories. My hubby's looking out smiling. Yes, he is, Miss Cassandra. Yes, he is. Oh, I love that, Miss Kimber Rose. Be a fireplace. Warm, inviting. You just want to come and sit down next to it. Hey, Mr. Sonny, you had a good walk?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. But yes, scent. Scent is a signature of elegance. Your girl loves to smell good, okay? Esther underwent 12 months of beauty treatment symbolizing preparation and refinement. Choose, and it was all about the oils and the scents, and I know for a fact there are certain people that I remember because of their scents. My grandmother, and I talked about this in my vlog, so it's funny that this is coming up now. But I found a blush that she used to wear that I kept, and I used to wear it occasionally, but I had lost it, but I found it, right? But I remember my grandmother smelled like Beautiful by Estee Lauder, and that makes me want to go out and just buy a small bottle of that scent just to smell it and just to think of her. People smell you and they associate things with you. My mom, oh yes, you and your Esther season. I love that. I love Be a Fireplace. Thank you for that. I might have to make that into a sticker. But my grandma and my mom used to say, because now fragrance is a big thing and people own a lot of fragrances, but my mom would be like, you need to have a signature fragrance. You need to have something that people remember you by, a smell that people remember you by, right? And that's not so much a thing right now. Everybody wants Baccarat 540, and I own it. However, it's not my favorite scent. To me, it's not that great, but it's okay. I got it as a gift, but it's okay. My scent that I love to wear, that I always get compliments on, that I wear most often is Gucci Bloom. Love that scent. I always get compliments. Someone usually always stops me when I wear that scent. Find a signature scent that makes you feel good, right? That makes people think of you, right? Now, my grandmother, She was a different woman. My grandmother would say, you have a signature scent. That way, if your man comes home smelling differently, you know what it is. If she said, if you're wearing everything, you won't know what it is. My grandma, yeah. Anyway, I like that about my grandma because she loved perfume. She would shower, spray perfume, put it on her pajamas at night. Yeah, I wear perfume at night. I have a particular perfume. I actually like to experiment perfume when I go to bed. But usually if I'm going out, if it's something like that, then I have a tendency to wear the same thing. My mom was talking about that a few weeks ago. Signature scents. My granny used to wear navy. Yes, girl, navy's from back in the day. Yes, but yeah. My granny was a trip. She was like, how you gonna know if your man show up wearing something different if you wearing everything? I was like, she got a point. She got a point. Anyway, choose a soft signature scent. Yes, we want it soft. I know some of the masculine scents are in, but I don't want my man to think of a man when he smells me. I don't want my man to think of a man when he smells me. I want him to think of soft. I want him to think of flowers. I want him to think, ooh, she smells good, not like another dude. It's just my thoughts. You ain't got to agree with it. That's just my thoughts. So choose a soft signature scent, floral, warm, or fresh fragrances. Create a memorable present. Ooh, yes, that's a good one. I know Sheena likes that one. It didn't smell so great on me. You know, your body chemistry could be different. So, but I do love it on other people. So, live a life of faith and purpose. You are set apart and radiant. Be a woman of wisdom and discernment. Proverbs 4:7 says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, which we know we can ask for at any time. Yes, give me a feminine and soft scent. I don't want to smell like a man. Maybe for another woman, like if I'm going out with the girls and it's a good smelling masculine scent, I don't mind. But baby, with my man, I want to smell like a woman. Okay, I don't want to be thinking about no other man. Why she smell like that? No. Yes, Clinique Happy. I used to wear that back in the day, Miss Kimber. True elegance is found in wise, discerning women. One who guards her peace and energy, right? We have standards, we have boundaries. We're not letting you play with us like that because we're not to be played with. We're royalty, right? Step to us as such. Okay? We guard our peace, we guard our energy. We don't let everyone just come in and do whatever to us, right? I heard my grandma's meat could smell like her for years after her passing. I recently wore it and the smell is gone away. Oh man. I like Chanel Chance. It can get a little much for me. I'm one of those people that can't have too much scent. Yes, sand and sable. Ooh. Soft and clean scents. I love a clean scent. I love a vanilla scent. I love a powdery scent. I love a floral scent. I love a fresh scent. Like I gotta get it together. But Gucci Blue is my favorite. True elegance is found in a wise, asserting woman who guards her peace and energy. Set boundaries with grace. Know when to say yes with joy and no with peace. I love that. Say yes with joy, no with peace. So that should be a barometer for you when someone asks you to do something, participate, commit to something. Can you say yes with joy, right? Or are you saying yes and not really wanting to do it? And can you say no with peace? I'm at peace with telling you that this is not fitting into what I want to do, right? That this is not aligning up with how I want to live my life, right? An elegant woman, lead with love, not ego. And we've talked about love and good morning, Miss Ashley. We've talked about love and ooh, yellow diamond. I've heard that smell good. I haven't smelled that before. We talked about love, First Corinthians chapter 3. But yes, let me let him know right quick. I'm still on my devotional. It didn't used to run this late, so he don't know. Yeah, he don't know. Devotional, honey. There we go. He gonna be like, call me when you get out. Baby, my husband be looking for me with a flashlight, and I love it. Say yes with joy and no with peace, right? Can I say no and be peaceful with my no? Can I understand that maybe I can't commit to this right now? Maybe I don't have the capacity to handle this right now, and be at peace with that. I actually have some affirmations or some things that you can say to say no and to keep your boundaries, per se. Um, some elegant language for that. So I'll see if I can find that and share that. But yeah, we lead with love, not our ego. Um, an elegant woman doesn't seek attention. Her presence naturally draws others in, right? Inviting. We are not out here trying to be the loudest one and all of that. In fact, we know that that doesn't speak confidence and grace, you being loud, right? That whole quiet luxury thing, I absolutely love that because, yeah, I got luxury, and luxury means different things to different people. For me, luxury is love. I have a lot of love in my life. Like, I don't have to be loud about those type of things. I have gone away from being loud about a lot of things. Like, the most I talk probably now is with y'all. Y'all remember I used to get on Instagram, talk all the time. I don't do all of that no more. I'm cool talking with the people that want to listen, right? And not everybody wants to listen. Flashlight of daycare. That's yes, that's old school. Yes. She uplifts, inspires, and treats other with genuine kindness and patience. Remember, they're not saying nice, kind, okay? Kindness and being patient with people is a skill that should be admired, okay? Because it's sometimes hard, especially when we have our own things we want to do, our own agendas, to be patient with other people. But that is something that people really, really appreciate. I appreciate when I don't know how to do something and someone patiently instructs me or patiently shows me what to do. Absolutely. Time is definitely a luxury. Absolutely. So, be patient. That is a way that you can display elegance, by being patient. Um, be intentional with your time and surroundings. Cultivate a beautiful, peaceful home, which we've talked about that many times. Soft lighting, florals. I have some flowers in there that I got from Trader Joe's that I haven't put together, so I'm going to do that today. Florals, cozy spaces, lighting a candle, blankets, things like that. Things that invite people in, right? Not necessarily that cold, harsh aesthetic. For a minute, I loved the modern aesthetic, but to me now it's very cold. I want my place to be warm. I'm getting more towards, and then the home that I live in is very much so. Um, it's not a real modern home. We could do some things to turn it modern, but like I love it the way that it is. I love that it looks lived in. I love that it's comfortable, right? I love like the farmhouse decor thing. Like that's coming back for me. Like I love those soft, warm, inviting touches. Spend time in God's presence. Prayer, worship, and scripture should be a part of your daily routine. Remember, we should have our own personal relationships with God. We should be reading the Bible for ourselves. And don't be discouraged if it's hard to read the Bible. Sometimes I find that it's hard, right, to get in there. And so what I do, I have a promises book. I'll open the promises book and look at some of those. I'll go online. I'll do a quick Bible study on YouTube. Like there's all type of resources out here that are readily available to us to help us be in the Word. So don't feel discouraged or whatever about it. If you can read a few verses a day and ask God to really help you to apply that to your life or to gain understanding, maybe read a few different translations. That's why I try to bring up different translations. That will really help you. So make sure that you are creating a relationship with Him for yourself and getting into the Word and praising God, right? Worshiping Him, thanking Him for everything that you have in your life right now, even if it doesn't seem like it's going well. Believe me, we know that He reverses things. We know that circumstances do not matter, and we know that things can change in an instant, right? And we are grateful for Him, and we thank Him in advance for the things that He is doing in our life. Thank you, Lord. So worship Him, gratitude, prayer. Make sure you're praying. I'm always praying. I'm always praying and, reading your scripture, right? Because how do we know what God says about us if we don't read it? Surround yourself with like-minded women who encourage and inspire you. And that is y'all for me, right? And some of my friends, right? I love being around women that are about what I am about. that we can have conversations without compromising the person that I'm becoming. I think that that's important. Like, and that's what I said about getting away from the gossip, even though I don't, like I said, we gossiping about celebrities, like they don't know me. But should you, and that can also lead to other things, right? That's a slippery slope that we don't want to get on, right? We need to do a personal devotional. Absolutely. Without ceasing, honey. He is. I love this time. I absolutely do. Without ceasing, right? So yeah, I love being around you ladies. I love talking to you ladies, and I love this time that we spend together. That's probably why it has gotten longer and longer. I've been using the Bible app for women for a few days now. It's been helping me stay in tune because I wanted to intentionally stay in the word. I know that's right. I used to get the daily prayer, the daily bread. Y'all remember that? I used to get that, and I used to read that. I have a good devotional. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It is called "Be Still and Know." It is very good. I used to read that when I was sick, and sometimes it was hard for me to concentrate or focus, right? Because I didn't feel well. I would read that and read the verse and pray and thank God, and that would be my time with Him. So you can definitely do this. I've thoroughly enjoyed this devotional today. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay, Zumba. All right. Go have fun, Miss Cassandra. I hope that you have a wonderful, amazing weekend. We'll be getting off in a minute. But spend time in God's presence. Surround yourself with like-minded women who encourage and inspire you. Y'all definitely inspired. Oh, Jesus Calling. That is a good one. Y'all definitely inspire me. Okay. Y'all definitely encourage me. Y'all encourage me to show up as my best self every day. And I really greatly appreciate for y'all for that. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. So the elegant feminine woman of faith moves with purpose and grace. She guards her words, her energy, her presence. She dresses with grace and timeless femininity, right? Soft colors, florals, we're not showing everything, all of that. She seeks wisdom and radiates inner beauty as well as outer beauty. She lives intentionally knowing she is set apart. Okay? So, our devotional, I'll get back to that real quick. Day 15, beauty from the inside out, radiating true elegance. Our Bible verse is Esther 2:9. She pleases him and won his favor immediately. And we know that she was talking about Haggai. And because she won his favor, he was able to set her up really well, right? Devotion. Esther's beauty wasn't just external, it was her grace, wisdom, and presence, okay? A truly elegant woman cultivates beauty from the inside out. What's inside shows on the outside. You can tell a lot about a person sometimes from you can tell sometimes what people are going through from how they look, right? I know people would be like, "Oh, you don't look like what you're going through," but I did. I looked tired. I looked stressed. I looked pale. No, I might have smiled or whatever, but you could tell I was going through something. Maybe not cancer, but you could tell I was going through something. You truly do look like what you're going through a lot of times. So let's not be going through. Let's depend on God. Let's surrender. Let's trust Him, right? You have the choice whether to go through or not. I know that you probably don't think so because of outside circumstances, but baby, you worship the one that's in control, okay? Your Father is in control, so you do not have to be going through. You can choose to hold His hand and keep Him moving. You can choose to trust Him and give everything to Him, give Him all your worries, your anxieties, your cares, and surrender to His plan, whatever that may be. And that will give you a peace, baby. And that will help you look good inside and out, okay? Surrender, baby. Surrender. It's always going to come up. It's always going to come up. And it's a daily practice. It's not something that you just do once. I'm forever, every day surrendering, okay? Affirmation. My radiance comes from within. I reflect God's light. Are you reflecting God's light? Remember, that's what I said about wearing the black. Like, that's not, to me, it's not reflecting God's light. And I'm not saying you can't wear black. Y'all ain't gonna hear me trying to tell y'all what to wear. For me personally, that's not reflecting what I want to reflect, which is God's light, which is joy, which is beauty, all of those things, right? Our action step is to practice self-care today, whether skincare, a peaceful bath, or a joyful movement. Getting up, dancing, doing one of them silly TikTok dances. Sometimes those are fun, and you move your body, and you get your endorphins and all of those things, whatever those things are, going. You know what I'm saying? Go take a walk, like go on your lunch break or your 15-minute break. Walk or go out, step outside. Whether it's just walking to your car or walking around the parking lot, those things are good for you. Our journal prompt is, how can you cultivate inner and outer beauty in your life? And hopefully what we discussed today helps you with that journal prompt. So I'm not going to keep y'all because we've been on here over an hour, which is never my plan. I'm always like, oh, I'm going to be on here like 20, 30 minutes and I'm going to get off. But then I start running my mouth. So I appreciate y'all listening. Thank God we don't look like what we've been through in life. Yes, static may find you, but you don't have to go through hell anymore. Once you surrender to God, life hits differently when you surrender. It certainly does. That is 100% true. I can tell you from my own. You think an hour is good? Yeah, I don't be trying to keep people here too long. Plus, sometimes I think when it's an hour, people won't listen to the whole replay. See, we're here, we're interacting, right? But I have to think of those things. But it is what it is. Thank you, Miss Ashley. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I hope that y'all have a wonderful, amazing weekend. Again, if you don't have a hobby, go find one, girl. Go find one. Find one that makes you slow down. If you haven't been in your word, go find you a quick devotional and get in your word. Spend a few minutes with God. He craves that. He loves that. He loves when you do that with him, right? Thank you, Miss Kimber Rose. I appreciate it. But I hope that y'all have a wonderful, amazing weekend. Find your signature scent. Wear you some colors. Do something that makes you happy. Don't worry about the trends, okay? Do you look good in it? Does it make you feel good, right? Does it bring you, that light? Are you bringing that light to others with how you look, how you feel, right? So anyway, absolutely love y'all. Have an amazing, wonderful weekend. I pray and intend that be so. I think I said that right. And I will see y'all on Monday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. The kids are going to be on spring break. So your girl's going to be ready. I'm going to have lots of time. Have a good weekend. Thank you, DeKara. We will. I'll see y'all. Bye.